pleasant good morning to Cancun. I'm speaking on behalf of my mother, Esme Garcia. My mother got ill some months ago. She'd been in the hospital, and then we realized, after doing a CT scan, we realized that my mother had a large tumor in brain. I took her to the hospital in Belize, but because of the equipment, they realized that they couldn't have done much for her. I must say that I have a very good friend and nurse, Maureen. She recommended Dr. Hidalgo to me. I took my mother there, and he's the one that made mention to me that there's this hospital in Cancun. I normally hear of Merida, Belizeans going to Merida, but for some reason this Cancun hospital stood out. And then I started communicating with a person from the United States, from this, her name is Ali Alvarez from Notira. And we spoke of the movement and what it's going to be like for my mother. I must say that I was very, very, very much impressed because of the way she explained to me everything. It was like I'm already at the place. I could have seen that. It's a lot of documentation sending through to me, but the paperwork was so clear. I spoke to my brothers, we had a meeting, and we decided we're going to do that. We're going to try it. When the time came, just before that, my mother took ill and went into the hospital. She was hospitalized then. And a doctor decided that he's going to do the surgery for my mother. We all agreed. They attempt the surgery, but my mother gone flatline, what they call a stroke or a heart attack or something to that effect. They brought back my mother and they postponed the surgery. They had promised that they will continue, but then they decided not to do that. We felt bad. We felt as though we were not being looked after. But when we thought about it, we realized that probably God wants it to be different. And so I was on 50-50 wondering what to do next. But I went back to my friend Ali Alvarez and I said to her, please, please forgive me. But my mom had already gone through some procedures. They have touched my mother already, and I know how the doctors, they do it. They really don't want to touch and interfere with what they have not started unless they have recommended. But Ali told me, don't worry about that. And she continued to guide me through the process. And then she turns me over to a lady in the Galenia hospital, and that's Olivia. And then Olivia showed me 3 persons, that is Garcia, so I said it's my family. Dr. Garcia, the doctor that deals with my mother, and then we have the doctor, the internist, and then we had another person, Garcia, who is a finance person. I must say that it's not cheap. It's an expensive venture on our part. However, from the day my mother arrived at this hospital, when they picked my mother up at the airport, to this day, I leave tomorrow for Belize after being here from July. I leave tomorrow, Saturday, September 6th. My mother have improved in her health. It's only twice during these 6 weeks that my mother temperature differed, went up a little, but my mother eats well. She'd been taking radiation therapy, and something good is happening. I'm hoping it's only one thing left. She's not walking, but this I feel has to do with those periods that she was in the hospital in Belize for a long period of time, lying on her back. She had been weak, but I am hoping that she gets better as she progresses. I want to thank everybody from this hospital. I must say that it's been a journey. It's been lengthy. It's been fulfilling. And I want to thank God and all the doctors and staff that have put in maximum work in my mother. They believe that it will happen. Dr. Garcia made mention clearly that it's not a miracle going to display for my mother. She's not promising anything, but she knows that this particular type of treatment will work. And this far, we have seen that, and we say we are grateful for that.